Yeah, the science as usual going to be great. Glimpse decent against heroes like Pango, so I understand why they like it. Of course, the whole vacuum combo with Darkseer. You talk about the wombo combo with Darkseer this game. They definitely have it already.
Much, much stronger here for EG.
Evil geniuses turn to pick.
Spectre.
Gonna go the Spectre route. We've been seeing. Well, we watched Complexity a lot yesterday. We actually watched them 3 series in a row because we were following Group A, and that's just how it played out. Again, we're going to see them later on today. But Miracle played, I want to say, at least 3 games as Spectre. So a popular core, at least for them. And in general, it seems like the hero's picking up a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a hero that you can... I mean, it definitely counters the Earthshaker, counters any sort of blink initiation or counter initiation with the Haunt, and it is one of those heroes that you almost don't even care about the other team's team fight. You're almost glad to take all these big ultimates because of dispersion, because of the fact that you're so damn tanky later on.
Well, there's the combo. There's the other part of this Disruptor combo. Okay.
Insane team fight for EG.
It's looking absolutely crazy. We did see, I go back to Miracle playing it yesterday. Played this Naga Complexity, ran this very combo yesterday with the Disruptor Naga Siren.
10 seconds remaining.
This is potentially a longer game, a Naga versus Spectre core. So buckle in, major spot on the line. Wouldn't be surprised if we have one of the longer ones here, but you know what? With how much is on the line, you can't blame them. Why do you think the Naga? Is it really just for the synergy of Disruptor and just all this wombo combo? Is it considered a decent core against Spectre, perhaps? What?
I think it's just a bit too good of a pick to not take here. Like, if the Haunt is used and Spectre haunts in, you can just immediately Song of the Siren, and then Haunt dissipates. You can reset the fight, basically. Kind of calm yourself down from the confusion of the Haunt. If Pango uses his ult, you can always just sleep the rest of the team and then worry about the Pango and then figure out what to do afterwards. And then obviously just the combos within his own team is incredibly strong. I wonder if we're going to see that same sort of the style of Naga that we saw yesterday, which was something we haven't seen in almost like 2 years now, which is the Radiance super split pushy style of Naga. You know, if they're expecting J.Storm to try and take the game late, EG's like, well, sure, let's go late, man.
Yeah, absolutely. A hero that does not mind that. And yeah, in the case of yesterday, went the full Manta style first, I want to say, but then after that, and go on the Radiance and exactly just take it into the late game. So now if you're J.Storm, I guess really if you're both teams, you know, how do you deal with these cores? But more so J.Storm, how do you deal with this, not only the wombo combo potential to come, but dealing with Naga Siren herself? I mean, I'm sitting here trying to think of heroes that are like great at counter initiation or some kind of save, I suppose. That would make sense.
Natural BKB carriers.
True, that's part of it too. What about like yeah, I was gonna say like a Medusa, but yeah, no, you don't want to do that. The Spectre.
Way too slow. Way too slow. Maybe something like a Kunkka. It's definitely a Bryle hero. You could also look for something like a Monkey King, perhaps. Another one of Bryle's most played heroes. I mean, that is expecting the Pangolier to be an off lane, which we saw in the last game, but Bryle also can play Pango in the mid as well. But yeah, you definitely want something that can just BKB through all of the magic damage and spells that evil geniuses can throw at you.
Speaking of EG, I'm kind of like the Puck right now. Nice, very early tempo to also assist with some wombo combo, and a lot of matchups fares decent enough. So
I want a Quap. I want a sumaiL Quap.
Storm
Yeah, or Storm Spirit.
We'll settle with the Storm Spirit. Yeah, I think we're fine with this. All right, so Storm Spirit, a little interesting. Their crowd control is fairly lacking, to be fair. They have a couple of silences, but it's not, you know, the most reliable silences, of course. One's RNG, another one he needs to hit you quite a bit, so I think they're confident, of course, with that Storm Spirit pick for good reason. Leshrac does finish it, however, and that's your illusion clear for sure. That was another thing to address.
Yeah, it's illusion clear. It's building hitting, which they had 0 of before. It solves a lot of J.Storm's problems, but, I mean, sure, Leshrac will probably go for an Atos. However, this is just about the easiest Storm Spirit game I have ever seen sumaiL get.
Yeah.
Like you were mentioning, the lockdown is just non-existent. I mean, he just gets a Yule Scepter, and he can do absolutely anything he wants in this entire game. I gotta go with EG in this one for sure.
Yeah, Storm's one of those heroes. He's become one of those cheese. I mean, I guess he kind of always has been, but not necessarily cheese heroes, but one of those, those final pick, like a Broodmother, Huskar, or whatever, that if the game makes sense for it, you kind of just fear for the other team. And no doubt J.Storm is in a troublesome spot. Even though they had the final pick, and like you're talking about, Rod of Atos is good. It's just you'd like to have 2 or 3 heroes ideally that could deal with the Storm Spirit, not just relying on one hero with the Rod and the yield itself. I'm really just reiterating what you're saying, but
any hard lockdown would be nice against the Storm. That being said, I mean, if Moo were to play this as a very aggressive kind of early fighting Spectre, there's definitely an earlier game timing that J.Storm can take advantage of to really choke out the map control for EG before Naga's strong, before Storm's online. And again, this is a position for Earthshaker who needs a bit of farm before he's actually that useful in the team fights.
Mm-hmm. Okay, J.Storm. They're going to be relying on the Sabaton pick and
prepare for battle.
The Spectre as well, and this is it for them as far as trying to qualify and stay alive in this series, that is, and force a Game 3. Of course, they are still in it, so actually not to overhype that part of it necessarily. Of course, a loss in this series means you just drop down to the lower bracket and can compete for that 3rd spot, but you want to take care of business here. EG trying to do just that themselves, already up 1-0 in this series, of course. So Crit and S4 once again heading towards that bottom lane. They're going to have Fly joining them for now at least. So just like last game, maybe we're going to be seeing a tri-lane of sorts. You got EG running this whole Disruptor Earthshaker combo themselves. That's what J.Storm did last game and ran that tri-lane. That would mean, well, they probably wouldn't do it aggressive because I doubt they're going to leave Naga Siren by herself. So just going to be down here for the bounty runes for now.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, Naga is quite strong just as a hero. 6 armor, reasonably big health pool. She doesn't get bullied very easily, and Pango is not the easiest hero to bully with. Doesn't do a ton of damage either, at least early on.
Still switching in the Baton here, but Baton being played by March. Going to protect the Spectre at the bottom lane, who already took plenty of damage, as we see, but out comes the Mist Coil.
4.5 second cooldown for 120 HP.
It's a lot, yeah.
Or the nuke, 120 damage for 4.5 second cooldown is ridiculous.
Yeah. It's definitely quite a bit. So it's going to be the 2-1-2 setup in the end, as both supports on either side make their way to the top lane. You got Forev using that swashbuckle to help with some last hittings, but again, Fly's up here to protect the Naga Siren and try to make sure she gets the farm. As Leshrac versus Storm Spirit, though, is going to be our middle match, of course, Brawl versus sumaiL. In the lane, I would think definitely Leshrac is going to be able to fare just fine. Probably see a back and forth here in this matchup.
Yep. Yeah, early game advantage probably goes the way of the Lesh, but Storm, of course, is arguably the best late game hero in Dota.
Yeah.
This is Storm as well.
Storm is arguably the best late game. I guess he could be up there for sure. It depends on the context, though. Always that whole argument's always so kind of silly in my opinion, because it's like in it, what are we talking about, like a 1 versus 1, or like just team fights, or just winning the game for you? There's so many ways to look at it.
I mean, true, and with the changes to how intelligence doesn't scale your mana regeneration as much as it used to, that's why we mainly saw Storm Spirit falling off, because it just runs out of mana too easily.
That's right. There was that Bloodstone buff, though. That did happen. Of course, a hero that we're likely to see it on. So another reason why EG excited to get the Storm Spirit pick in. So what's going on over here? Vadin's trying to run away from Earthshaker. They're just on a journey, apparently. Fly is in trouble. Already lifted up, and it gets the lucky shot proc. Probably not even needed there, but Fear will finish him for the first blood.
Big creep wave also that Forev is going to get here. Artezzy back in between his tier 1 and tier 2 farming creeps. Has his first Wraith Band, I believe, purchased. Maybe.
Disruptor, he's got kinetic field. They're going to be the mirror images coming out. So Fear, he's fine though. Trying to get some lucky procs here with the Riptide, but Fear just simply runs away. Not much more to do there. No ensnare yet, of course, from the Naga Siren. Can't follow up the greatest. Yeah, that's getting
very low.
Dead. He underestimated the explosion a little bit, and also that Spectral Dagger coming out from Moo. Level 2 currently, but too much clearly.
Yeah, this is just Dark Seer style. You cut the wave, you get very low. Maybe you just kind of suicide to get your Ion Shell back at full mana. It's really not that big of a deal to die as a Dark Seer in this lane.
Yeah, he's already back and farming once again. Not ideal. I don't think he purposely died right there, but yeah, it's one of those cases of if you happen to, as you pointed out, not a big deal. Although Spectre, he's going to have to continue to farm underneath the tower, of course. The Ion Shell pushing it in. Top lane. It's just, I see so many things on top of each other because all the illusions, so expecting maybe action, but not really, just harassing. On that Naga Siren.
Armor reduction is ridiculous from Riptide.
Yeah, how much is it? We're looking at -4 right now. Goes up to -8, jeez. At level 4 of the Riptide. Middle lane matchup, Leshrac currently 17-8. You got Storm Spirit at 23-1. So sumaiL having the advantage, going to start jungling a little bit. We have 30 seconds about before the 5-minute bounty rune's coming in. Start seeing that rune control, I'm sure. But Leshrac, he'll take the free farm that he's getting currently. You think Rod of Atos is the high priority item in this game for Leshrac?
Yeah, I would think so. I feel like you need that ability to control both the Storm and the Naga, since Naga is one of those incredibly fast heroes. Yeah. Darkseer as well. Yeah, it's way too good against EG's team.
Darkseer might be dead again.
Amazing what you're
One more Mist Coil. It's not going to be enough damage.
Got another Mist Coil, because that thing has no cooldown.
Yeah, it's only level 1, though, with the Tango from Darkseer. He'll be fine. He's going to run away, but again, living life on the edge there is S4. Doesn't die this time around.
Mid lane, Bryle's in trouble.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They tried, but he's got his distance currently. He's unable to really connect. Yeah, how about this pickup, by the way, from Moo? He goes a Soul Ring on Spectre. Not your usual item pickup. As back over here, Disruptor gets picked off, though. Again, he's still sticking around, trying to do some damage to Bryle, and Bryle makes him pay on the Leshrac.
Yeah, it's a nice split earth. Level 3 Edict. This Disruptor just disappears. Yeah, but the Soul Ring from Moo's Spectre would indicate... I mean, we actually have seen this quite a bit. It helps him spam out the dagger. The dagger is super good at farming with.
Under attack. Dire are scanning.
It makes sense there, yeah. It's the way he's using it so aggressively, and of course he helped to get the kill earlier onto Darkseer, maxing out the Spectral Dagger. So, nice bit of extra tankiness that you get from it too.
sumaiL coming to the bottom lane.
I think he knows this.
Bottom tower is under attack.
That's why he's hiding, but is it going to matter is the question. Abaddon's here. He's got a level 2 Mist Quill now. Here we go, sumaiL. Ball Lightning ready. Jumping on in. They're catching with the Fissure. Another TP coming in, though, off to the side. Moo, he's dropping just below half-life, healed with the Mist Quill. Here comes Rubik, putting the feed bolt out. So mitigating some of the damage. sumaiL, he wants to finish the job. He goes back in, but he's out of mana currently. Using some bottle charges. He absolutely is too tanky. sumaiL might be overcommitting for this absolutely himself. And now he needs to be careful like getting turned now. Ball Lightning is out of mana, though, once again. He has some wand charges. Not the most, though. sumaiL, the very far the last second, the auto attacks are too much, though. And Fear credit for the kill. The heals from Abaddon just too much to keep Spectre alive.
Yep, that and that early Soul Ring giving him quite a bit of extra HP and the HP regeneration. That's a bit of an over-aggression from sumaiL, something that we are fairly familiar with. He is, if nothing, an all-in player and you know, maybe the Storm Spirit changes as far as him just not having quite enough mana, which has sort of been the consensus of Storm Spirit players at the moment.
Perhaps feeling it right there, but again, good hold from J.Storm, and they have a 4-0 lead. And this time around, though, they actually do have the net worth lead on top of that. So, again, feeling pretty good, especially after how that bottom lane just played out right there. Bryle, he's also feeling pretty good, trying to catch artezzy. Unable to catch him, but he'll take the stack that was here, as well as clearing out the illusion. So some nice farm for him. And he's not going to go the Atos ASAP. He is going to go a Yules first. But, yeah, you have to think the Rod of Atos is coming. I mean, they need that to help deal with Storm Spirit.
I would think so.
He's sounding a little unsure now.
Well, I mean, usually you just rush the crowns early on and go for that, but he's not. So clearly just opting to have the save from the Yules and the extra mana regeneration movement speed.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Is that going to kill him? No. Okay. Watching Darkseer down here barely survive, but that seems to be the theme of S4 and this Darkseer. Yeah, Disruptor there to help as well. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on Leshrac. We can play by Bra, what he does for a follow-up to this Yules. He's pretty deep in the jungle right now. But I suppose he's doing that for good reason. Doesn't feel like he's in a dangerous spot, and he'd be correct. Or Shaker, the only one that was nearby right there. Naga Siren going the bots. Again, this is what we saw from Miracle yesterday as well. I believe it was bots into the Manta style, and then he went the Radiance. So I don't know if we're going to see the same from artezzy, but that at least was the theme from the Miracle Naga Siren yesterday.
Yep. Yeah, it's funny. I see a lot of people in chat talking about this. And it does kind of feel like this is a game from like a different era of Dota 2. With you got the Storm, you've got artezzy Naga, which was like one of his, if not his best hero back in like 2015 or something like that. Yeah. And then we got Abaddon as a core, Leshrac mid, Spectre.
Storm, man. Storm Spirit mid. It really is a flashback game of sorts, absolutely. And that honestly just continues to be one of the many beautiful things about a game like Dota. It can go in these cycles. With the balance changes constantly happening, all the patches, you know, we go in these cycles from meta to meta. Things are always evolving and changing, and sometimes it goes back to such strategies as we see here, but I for one appreciate it. And you know, it's definitely, it keeps things fresh.
Yeah, it's not quite the same because it used to be Arcane Booth norm on Naga Siren. You always go Arcanes before going in for that Radiance.
artezzy, he's just so good at knowing if they're nearby, and he reacts just in time before Fear can get close enough for a lift right there. So he manages to stay out of range, and Fear, no Aether Lens yet, he's working on it. If he had that, maybe a different story. Storm Spirit's going in. There's support nearby, though. Abaddon once again here. Oh, my God, the explosion, though, and Leshrac will eventually melt. Static Storm coming in as well, trying to save. sumaiL will buy him time to get out as well. Abaddon able to run out with the kinetic field wearing off. S4, but artezzy comes in with a sleep. This is simply going to be a let's get the hell out of here sleep. And EG does just that. So they lose her Shaker, but they do kill the Leshrac, and again, saving Storm Spirit was absolutely key there for the evil geniuses.
Yeah, how did sumaiL survive that? He was in the middle of everybody.
Pango, the casual javelin that we see. There's the bots pickup, though. And Spectre, Moo is going to go for the Radiance build. We went the early Soul Ring and some power treads here, but he is going to go into the Radiance to follow. Forev, meanwhile, Show Crash, he's trying to run for sumaiL, but against sumaiL being kind of flag, it's picked up elsewhere, and Bryle just melts sumaiL once he's out of mana nearby. sumaiL, again, biting off a little bit too much than he can chew right there. And they're going for Earthshaker. Split Earth connects. Crit was not expecting this gank to happen, clearly. So last game it was Evil Geniuses controlling the map and moving as a team. This is a reflection of last game, but the other side. This is J.Storm doing just that.
Yeah, utilizing the Leshrac mid with the early power spike, the level 4 Edict. He's incredibly strong right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We do see that Moo has the Radiance queued up, so it will be probably a battle of who can get to the Radiance faster. I mean, it's going to be Moo, because Artezzy's going for Yasha next, Manta, then maybe the Radiance afterwards.
Oh, yeah. At this rate, for sure, it's going to be Spectre. Keeps going with that build, but... So you'd figure J.Storm going to kind of hit that spike a little sooner. But again, that's kind of the Naga Siren game. And the thing that EG does have the fallback on is that Wombo combo, is the team fight. This is why they drafted what they did. At least a big reason for it with this lineup as a whole. So no matter how much of a net worth lead you have if you're J.Storm, I don't think you can ever feel very confident about your status in the game simply because of that the combo potential.
Yeah, I mean, look at Artezzy, right? He's farming 2 waves at the same time every single time they spawn, cutting every wave mid, farming their jungle. Doesn't have sleep. Gonna die here though.
Oh wow, yeah, I was watching the illusions cut the mid as you're talking about, and off to the right though, the real one is found, and yeah, no sleep to save himself. 10 seconds still on cooldown. So a little too deep right there. There is a ward also in the area that actually just despawned for the Radiant side, but no doubt a part of why they were able to make that gank happen.
Yep.
Baden's level 7 now, by the way, so he also has his borrowed time. It seems like he's trying to get some farm in, but both him and Disruptor, of course, are sacrificial supports, really. And we're seeing
50 mana for a 255 damage nuke. There's no other spell in Dota that does that much damage for that little mana.
It hurts himself, though. 150 life, man.
That's why you go Tranquils and you have infinite HP.
Darkseer playing with fire here in the middle lane, and fire just might burn him a bit too much. Split Earth. It comes out. The Edict's up. Brow credit for the kill. Brow's having a hell of a game right now on the Slash track. This is exactly what J.Storm needed. He's 4-1-2. Again, already with the Yul's and 700 plus gold farmed up further. In fact, the Yul's going to come into play right here. They catch the Earthshaker. The splitter timing perfect. Rev getting credit, but mainly set up from Leshrac. And let's go top.
J.Storm playing very well. I mean, even Moo is involved in these despite farming for that Radiance. You can see he's got 1,700 health when he has Strength Treads on with that Soul Ring with the wand. And he's not an easy kill, even though he doesn't do a ton of damage by himself.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Naga Siren and Snare catches Pango, but she'll crash and he'll just simply walk away. The bounty respawning at 15 minutes, by the way. So EG is going to make their way towards the bottom ones, and J.Storm will pick up the top ones. But yeah, good point to make that. Again, Spectre, he's still assisting. He's 3-0-2 in this game. He picks up a Sacred Relic right there. So we're going to see the Radiance in the next couple of minutes on a Spectre. And going back to Naga Siren, she once again is trying to finish the Manta style first before we're going to see, again, we think at least we're going to be seeing the Radiance to follow up. But then there is Storm Spirit, who's almost Hezekiah that he's got picked up. He also has a double damage room bottled up.
He's very low net worth for a Storm Spirit right now. And we did see this with the Miracle Naga the other day, was that he almost took too much farm on the map. Because sumaiL is definitely suffering as a result of Artezzy taking 2 lanes every single time.
Yeah.
And so is Crit, for that matter. Crit's Shaker is very delayed in this Blink Dagger. He is not even remotely close. That's incredibly important.
Yeah, they find another kill on him right there. Tier 2 tower goes down. J.Storm, they're just a well-oiled machine right now. Again, this really is a reflection of last game, just the other team. In this case, J.Storm. This time around, Naga Siren, what? Artezzy kind of just walking up to them. There's the sleep. The Rolling Thunder still going through on to S4.
Oh.
Hits him again, and the Swashbuckle out of range. Static Storm set up, though, on the 2 heroes over here, but Artezzy, he's low on life. In fact, Stolen Sleep coming out for Rubik. They're going to try to set up. He cancels it immediately. Darkseer goes down. Artezzy on the run. The Swashbuckle someone missing. Moves in pursuit as well. Spectral Dagger. It's going to connect. Is it enough damage? It's not, just barely enough to survive. Swashbuckle 1, though. Swashbuckle for the finish. Double kill for Pango. The Stolen Sleep coming out from Rubik. Absolutely clutch for J.Storm.
Yeah, it was a good, nice little reset. It wasn't a super long sleep. J.Storm was ready to take that fight. They just need to, take a breath. They are definitely much stronger than EG in these fights right now, despite EG having the better team fight lineup. And I got to go back to this thing that I think EG might have drafted a little bit too greedy around this Naga Siren, because there's just not enough farm on the map for them right now.
Yeah, that's I didn't even notice the net worth of sumaiL until you had mentioned that actually, and it's not good. 6th in net worth currently, and he's 3,600 behind the top farm of the game, and that's the Spectre, of course. At this point, this is a snowbally hero, of course. So Storm Spirit has a Kaya finish. That's a start, but they're going to need a lot more out of sumaiL Storm Spirit. But to your point again, it's how does he do it? They need hero kills. Well, now with the net worth on J.Storm, and this is a Radiant team that we've already seen several times. They're not easy to kill across the board. Outside of maybe Rubik, but really not either. So
Abaddon making all of his cores that much tankier.
I'm over here.
Look at
There
sumaiL.
was a Radiance on the Spectre.
Yeah, sumaiL's hiding them this whole time. He's going to get out. He just distracted them at the top lane during all of that,
Radiant's
but
bottom tower
yep,
is under
Radiant's
attack.
picked up on Spectre now. So he's going to continue farming this top lane. Bottom tier 1 is still up here on the side of EG, so I'm sure we'll see J.Storm eventually make their way down there. But for now, just controlling the top portion of the map, and that means artezzy's farming the bottom portion. Is almost finished with the Manta style, at least. I mean, he's going to go Radiance, right? As they're doing Roshan, by the way. But is there any way you see Naga not go Radiance this game?
Dire are scanning.
I mean, I feel like he needs to be tankier to actually take these fights. So you know, maybe he goes for a heart first, Fusel Blade.
Radiant's bottom tower is
It just
under
kind of
attack.
depends on what EG's read is. Are they going to be able to actually delay this game with just a Naga? Because the rest of their team is not really able to do much.
Immortality.
Well, we'll find out soon once he finishes the Manta style, but EG simply has to give up that Roshan, the Stolen Sleep Fear. TP's coming in. He's trying to set this up. The sleep's going to wear off in a second, though, and they're not really here. Glimpse back onto Abaddon, by the way, so he's going to be sent back into the TP, but they'll take out Disruptor as Crit and the others get away. Top lane, artezzy, he's able to port out with Spectre on top of him, so yeah, Fear trying to set up, but unable to really get the great setup there.
If you're still Glimpse, that's a
Radiant's
really
bottom
big spell.
tower is under
Oh
attack.
yeah, level 3. God, he's working on the Ags, too. He's 2,000 gold away from an Ags.
Wind.
The power of tower kills, man. That's what Leshrac is doing for this team.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Looking for
been
me.
denied.
Bottom?
Going on Moo. He's so tanky though.
Yeah, I don't know if they have the... maybe they do. Do they have damage? He's going to haunt. He's going to get out. Where did he go? He's still here. He comes back in, and he gets the help from Bryle. They get the kill on Earthshaker. What a juke there from Moo. S4, at least he's going to escape. Never mind. Yules pulls him up,
Wait,
rolling
sumaiL's not gonna get
thunder.
killed.
Is he trying to? Okay, finally he does. So yeah, Spectre does go down to sumaiL. Is going to come at a cost, though. The glimpse back. Yes, it is. He gets glimpsed back in. And now with very little mana, he's going to maybe try to go for the turn kill. At least that Kaya's definitely working for him. He's got the bottle charges. Then Split Earth. He just got the mana for it. He doesn't want to use it just yet, though. He goes with Lightning Storm instead, and it's enough damage. F helps complete the kill. A 3-for-1 turn favoring J.Storm big time.
It does buy artezzy enough time to finish the Manta style. It does not have anything else queued up yet, so no answer to our question. But yeah, I mean, this Storm Spirit is having some serious issues actually finishing these kills. Took him forever to kill Moo. And that's only going to get harder and harder.
I think Nagasar's sitting here thinking too. He clicked a Battle Fury initially. Now he has a Butterfly queued up. So I think artezzy trying to figure out himself what makes the most sense. F, by the way, he's going to run
Radiant's
into
top tower
artezzy,
is
but
under attack.
Pango, of course, pretty effective at getting away. So not much to worry about there.
Butterfly.
Yeah,
Why a butterfly? I mean, just to make the illusions harder to kill, I guess.
just
More
yeah,
damage?
just stat
More
base with the
damage.
illusions, I suppose.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Seems like almost Scotty might even be better if you want stats.
With the
so
Leshrac
much
on the other
magic.
side, yeah.
Although the Agi is nice because Leshrac's Edict is a lot of
Dire's
his
bottom
damage.
tower is under attack. Dire's structures are
Regardless,
fortified.
still a lot of work for artezzy to do if he's
Radiant's
going to
top
have
tower
the
is under
impact he needs to
attack.
have to win this game for EG. It's all in the Naga Siren at this point. sumaiL eventually could come back into the game, but it's going to be a while.
Another benefit here
Dire's
too
bottom
is you got
tower
3
is
level
under attack.
15s on the Radiant side, so those 15 talents
Radiant's top tower
are starting
is
to
under
kick in as
attack.
well already for them. As Leshrac will finally now push this
Dire's
bottom
bottom
tier
tower
1.
has
Roshan, died pretty recently, and that means the Aegis is going to be in hand still for a bit as, oh, was that a glimpse back? It sure was. Brow got glimpsed back as he tried to TP to the top lane. Meanwhile, speaking of that, Abaddon's attempting to do what he can, but by himself, he's not going to do much. However, again, this is a support Abaddon just running at them, and they're just running away.
He's like, go on me. I dare you.
Please. Rev, he's going for the long run here, and, well, oh, they found crit. Free kill.
Brow's looking really good on this flash rack. He hasn't missed any of those split earth combos.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, he's not going the route of Atos, but obviously with the way this game has been playing out, he doesn't need it. The Storm is not the issue this game, so.
Yep.
From that perspective, it absolutely makes sense. And now Fly, they're just going to dive him. Disruptor's dead. He's out for 34 seconds. They're going tier 3. Why not? 2 are dead.
Flash rack, one of the best Aegis carriers in Dota. Just tanking the tower for his team. He almost wants to die here so he can use his spells again.
Oh yeah, he definitely wants to die. sumaiL's going to oblige. Well, no, EG is like, do we really want to kill him? But kind of have to in the end. So back up with full life and full mana. Going to pop Edict again and say goodbye to your racks. Now, artezzy's pushing bottom. As I say that, he is going to TP over to the shrine, and he might set up for a sleep. EG, can they land this wombo combo? We know they have it. Pango's trying to distract him. Yule's on up. There's the wall in the backline. Deathsport trying to get. He already used the back. It looks like sumaiL actually got Yule's up as soon as he goes in. There's a sleep now, but the BKB on Leshrac, he doesn't give two craps. He's doing plenty of damage still, and sumaiL has to get out. Artezzy, can he get the hell on out? The Song of the Siren's going to wear off now, and Artezzy just out of range with the pulse up, but Moo's going in with the Spectral Dagger. Then connects. He gets that kill. He's down for 50 seconds. On the Naga Siren. He does have a buyback. That's the last thing he wants to be doing, though. But did they overcommit now? Moo's in trouble. In comes the Echo Slam. Is it enough damage? The follow-up of the Static Storm trying to help things out as well for the kill. But the Song stolen again from Fear. He allows him to TP out. He gets out. Abaddon left behind. Not really a big deal for J.Storm, though. These stolen songs are doing work again.
So clutch by Fear. If they lose Moo there, that fight becomes much better for EG. They defend their racks regardless, but if they killed the Spectre there, that is a huge deal. As a result, artezzy buys back for nothing. And Fear, he says, anything you can do, I can do better, buddy.
The theme of Rubik. Yes. And he almost has the Ags now finished, too. About 700 gold away. We'll manage to pick that up.
Stolen Naga Sleep with Ags? Dear Lord, the game is over.
Yeah, that's the region too, huh?
The game is literally over when he gets
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's I was just thinking again, whenever I think I always think just simply for the 2-second cooldown, but no, you're right. For the Ags effect this game, that's also Static Storm potentially could be absolutely huge. So yeah, this is a fantastic Ags game for Rubik. Smoke. J.Storm. Ooh, crit luckily avoids the swashbuckle. Is he going to survive, though? Yeah, looks like he'll just chill here for now. So he's going to be good. Yeah, man, 22-4 lead for J.Storm. But considering the hero kill lead, it's a 6,000 net worth lead. It's not the most ridiculous lead ever. At 26 minutes in, and it is a Naga Siren after all, so still think it's very safe to say EG absolutely has chance, and I go back to the whole wombo combo potential. But Storm, man, the struggle continues. He doesn't even have his Orchid yet.
Yeah, 1, 5, and 3, 167 CS. Meanwhile, artezzy 272 CS.
Yeah. Naga, that's what she does. She soaks up the farm. And she is committing to the butterfly. She does have the Eagle Song now. They're going to have to get back.
They don't have any creeps.
Going to get a little bit of damage in. Can they at least kill it?
One creep. Look at this. The one creep with the Aphonic Shield on it.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah. Okay. So they're able to do it. Keep it alive. Naga Siren will get back from the top lane, but
Radiant's top tower.
she'll TP back to base. But yeah, the melee rack's destroyed. They're going to go over as Fear just used the song. I guess, okay, it was wearing off, I'm pretty sure. So you just might as well.
Top shrine is under attack.
They could kill the Shrine. They're thinking about it, but they're not sure what to do. They saw Darkseer running mid, but now they go back for the Shrine.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Like around
Radiant
it.
structures are fortified.
A little bit of an awkward moment for J.Storm. Roche isn't quite up yet. They want to be in this area. They see EG all moving to the bottom side of the map. They don't want to let them have too much space, but they also don't want to leave the Roche pit.
Spectre, nearly 2,000 gold saved up now. The Heart's coming along. So that's going to be his next big item. And
he could be caught here. He's running right into all of EG.
Okay, here come the TPs. Do they have the damage? It's hard. Static Storm, yes, it is enough. BKB from Brawl, though. He's going for the turns. The silence up on Nagasar trying to run away. The glimpse back on somebody. Looks like a Batten got glimpsed back right there, but Nagasar couldn't get the sleep off. She got lifted as she tried to sleep right there. She goes down and is out for 80 seconds herself. Not worth the trade, probably, if you're evil geniuses. Darkseer also will fall here more than likely. Gets a vacuum off. The counter vacuum from Fear, though, who actually got the Ags as the fight was beginning. And Batten's still trying to live throughout this, and you know what? He's will.
Chilling. He's chilling.
He's like, please fight me.
It's just a Batten life. You're just permanently at like 100 health. You don't really care.
sumaiL? Okay, well, actually, they might go. I don't know who's going to die here. Pingo. Yeah, gets away, gets a double silence off. RNG in his favor. The heal's coming out from Batten. Another Aphotic Shield, and sumaiL. He's kind of forced to man up, but he can't do it. He goes down. Fly's also in the area now, too, trying to help his teammate. He'll fall a double kill for Forev when it's all said and done. They're doing this all without their core Spectre. And going to try to push again.
Middle barracks are under attack.
Ryle bringing the wave, but looks like they're going to opt to go for Roche. It is up now. They have it timed clearly. If they get this on Spectre, then Moo will be nigh immortal. Took pretty much everything EG had on a completely solo Spectre to take him down the first time.
Yeah, no, that literally everything exactly. But even then, it didn't matter because he used everything on one hero. This team is more than just one hero. He is the top farm, but not far behind is both Pango and Leshrac. And Leshrac especially. Of course, we know what the damage he can do. Considering there's no BKBs on the other side, by the way. That's something else.
Yep.
They do have a pipe, but still.
It's almost overwhelming magic damage from Bryle at this point. He's got the Bloodstone, solving a lot of his mana issues, making him so much more tanky with the new Bloodstone. Artezzy literally playing as if he's a Radiant hero right now in a pub.
S4 got glimpsed back in. He dead. Fly says, sorry. You know why he said sorry? Because he gave glimpse to Rubik.
Oh, really?
Yep, and Rubik used that to get the kill.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This Fear Rubik is styling right now. He's been playing extremely well this game.
Yeah, no, I've absolutely been impressed with him, of course.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Very good team effort for sure. He's been a big part of it. J.Storm. I still go back to especially what's on the line. I mean, and we're kind of seeing this from. It's not that they're doing mistakes or, you know, overplaying their hand. This game is definitely not over. Wombo combo's still there. The Nagasar core is still there. So it's not going to be an easy finish for J.Storm, but they do have the lead at least, which is, of course, very important.
Yeah, they have the lead, and they have 3 extremely farmed cores. sumaiL is starting to catch up. He has the Orchid complete. He's going for a Bloodstone of his own. Artezzy does have the Butterfly, and he's well on his way to a Heart. So EG is definitely showing some signs of life, but they're going to completely forfeit this second Roche.
Storm?
They're going to completely forfeit the second Roche, and
yeah, it's not his game. It's not his game.
Roshan has fallen to the
A little bit of a mistime there. There's Cheese, I'm guessing. They're going to have a Spectre. Yeah, Cheese on Spectre, the Aegis going up to Leshrac. So Artezzy again, putting pressure at the bottom lane during it, but he's going to be forced down. And you do see the Heart queued up on him. It's actually almost finished too, but very kind of similar builds. The biggest difference, of course, is the Butterfly compared to the Radiance between Spectre and Nagasar. But both are going the Heart follow-up after the Manta. And both almost finished, so I guess that does reflect in the net worth, which does make sense. Darkseer almost has Guardian Greaves finished at least, so there's that to look forward to. if you're evil geniuses. Another benefit to have a Shadow Blade and Earthshaker. So it's been a pretty bad game for Crit, unfortunately, as well.
Oh,
but
caught artezzy.
Do have that initiation. Catch an artezzy with the Yules. Damage follow up. He doesn't have Song. He doesn't have mana. He's dead. Did they have Diffusal or something like that? Or he just simply didn't have mana.
He's been farming in the bottom lane for so long that he just ran out. Too many matches, too many mirror images.
Wow. Yeah, that's not often you see without something like a Diffusal. Storm, what the hell are you doing?
Whoa, what I...
Okay, that's what he's doing. He's farming bottom. He just ball lightning across the whole map to farm and creep bottom.
Like, all right, there's not enough farm anywhere on the map for me, so I'm going to get a little desperate here.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut the creep waves as soon as they spawn. That way artezzy can't have them.
Leshrac, let's just do the whole I'm going to literally run at you strategy. Nothing you can do about it. He's got an Aegis, has a Bloodstone. Why not? The Diabolic Edict melts the racks. And they're going to go right for the top lane. Earthshaker's ready, so we know they have the wombo combo. 10 seconds for artezzy. Stay spread if you're J.Storm. That's what they're doing right now. Smoke in the back lines. Can they get the big vacuum combo? Here we go. He's surging in. There's only two. There's a vacuum on the two. Not really the greatest follow-up, though. The vacuum now on cooldown. There's a going with ball lightning. Crit the back lines with the Yields. A crit off to the side. He's going to be spotted. Leshrac, he's melting, actually. Those Rip-type procs doing work. And he gets shredded to pieces, so the Aegis bringing him back up. Now they do kill sumaiL. He has a buyback ready to go, though. So now Bryle, yeah, he did use a Bloodstone. Good point. He did not use his BKB, though. The counter vacuum coming in from Rubik. Buyback on sumaiL finally happening. They're going after Spectre. The Orchid silenced. Shield crash onto sumaiL, though. Over here, Diabolic Edict taking probably possibly BKB. And now he's like, yeah, deal with this, please. The Naga sleep going off. But Bryle, once again, he doesn't care. He's finally going to be slept. Buybacks continue to happen. Nobody currently dead because of it at this time. So BKB on cooldown now for Leshrac. Maybe an opening for the Dire. Crit jumps to the backlines, goes for the solo echo slam onto Rubik, doing the lockdown with the Fisher as well. Down goes Crit, though, double kill for Bryle in the mid static storm as well, but the stolen sleep once again from Fear.
Fear healing everybody up.
And with the axe, exactly, they're going to be back at full life, and now here's the response. That's where he surges out the lift on Storm Speed as soon as they come out of it. He's going to die back right there. artezzy in the midst of it, triple kill for Bryle throughout. artezzy himself trying to run, though. Pango in pursuit. The disarm on Disruptor, the lucky shot slow. They're going for the finish. They're going cutthroat, and they want to go to a game number 3. Does J.Storm? They're going to the damn fountain, because why the hell not? Ultra kill for Bryle. And there's the GG. We got a game 3 with a major opportunity on the line.
Fear Rubik, not much else to say. He completely carried that at the very end and for many of the fights while they were trying to push the base.
Fantastic performance from J.Storm, and after that first game, I'm not going to lie, you kind of this happens in so many series, though, where one team just looks so clean and so good, and you know, we're sitting here saying that this seems like a very good Storm Spirit game, and on paper, and obviously they drafted it for that reason, but man, he got nothing this game. This 1-9-3 Storm Spirit. That's just really unfortunate for him and for the side of EG, but that's where you really got to give props to across the board. Great play across the board. I was going to say Bryle, but again, you mentioned Fear. March on the Abaddon. He did his things as far as saving heroes several times. It was just a fantastic team performance, and I'm even more excited now to see what happens in this game 3 because I have no clue what to expect.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was definitely a bit of a draft issue for EG. They not enough farm on the map for their heroes. They drafted way too greedy around the Naga. But you know, you can't take anything away from J.Storm. They played extremely well that game.
Ladies and gentlemen, game number 3 on the line. The MDL Disneyland Paris Major, a spot to go from the NA region. Will it be EG or will it be J.Storm? Well, we're going to be finding out next with this game 3. And don't forget, this is our first of 2 best of 3s. We have Complexity versus Forward Gaming, with the same thing on the line happening after we finish up here. So stay tuned. I'm Breaky CPK, joined by Elevated. We'll be right back with that game number 3.